everyone, and welcome back. It's Terry. Good morning, and another edition of An Orchid A Day, number 48. This is my Dendrobium aggregatum, or Lindley that I just mounted up, took out of the pot as a last ditch effort to coax this to bloom. New roots. Still no fragrance. My Orchid A that I just got. It's opening up a little bit more. Today I wanted to bring this down and show this one better to you. I tried to in an update, but it just wasn't so successful. This is my Dendrochilum magnum once again. This is native to the Philippines, and it is magnum because it is the large Dendrochilum. I have never had one of these before. Got one of these it was given to me by a grower at the IOS, Illinois Orchid Society, Barry Lubin. Just handed it to me. It was huge, root bound in the pot, in a plastic pot, heavy, but I was grateful for the gift and thought I would give it my best. It sat in the greenhouse all winter, right just inside that door on a rack. That the door was cracked with my hose going through it so that I could continue to utilize my rainwater when the barrel wasn't frozen, of course. But anyway, so it was constantly getting cool air through there until I finally had to put some strips of just some foam there just to keep the breeze from going in there, because we did have some very cold temperatures in the minus degrees. I don't think it was, that might have been when I closed it, but it did get freezing temps prior to that, and I'm surprised that it survived, honestly, being how cold that it was. A lot of other things that were in that corner did not. But as I said, this is a cool grower. It comes from swamps, mossy forests, deciduous forests, I would say. So it gets plenty of light, lot of water throughout the year, a little bit less in the spring, but it likes to be moist all year round, doesn't like to stay dry for too long. And so in this spring after the winter, I had to get it out of that pot, so I got it out of the pot the best I could and put it in this basket with moss. It's just moss. Never thinking that it would do anything. And look, I'm going to try to see if I can count them today. And I'm not sure if these are all spikes, but I'm just going to wait and see. But there's one, there's two right there, there's 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 7. I believe 8, 9 right there. And then 10 over here on the edge. And I believe this is where I started over there, but it's 10, 11, 12 in the middle here. 12 right there that I can see. So if all of those develop into spikes, because that is how this plant blooms, if you're not familiar with dendrochilums, the inflorescence emerges from the newest growth, and then after it flowers, the growths continue to progress and become pseudobulbs. So I'm not sure if this plant has bloomed before. When I looked it over, well, yeah, there's a flower spike right there. And honestly, I know when I got it, it did have a flower spike on it. But I went overseas, and I'm sure that the flower spike bloomed while I was gone, and I missed it. But so yeah, I think it likes that spot over there. I will probably not leave it open, the door, like I did last year, because I don't want to freeze it. Even though it did react pretty well to it. There's tag, macranthum, sick macranthum. Yeah, macranthum. And these flowers are fragrant, if I haven't said it. If you're not familiar with dendrochilums, the spikes start out erect, and then they become pendant and hang down, and it can be a very nice show and very nice display. And the flowers are very sweet and fragrant. Kind of, not just sweet and fragrant, I would say it's got a spice to it as well. It's more, it's not just one note. Okay, so yeah, I'll try to find a picture of it, because I definitely have not bloomed it. I have had issues with dendrochilums. I have these two right here that I thought were going to be doing better. Maybe they need more light, I don't know, but I'm happy that they're alive, but their new growths did not produce spikes. So yeah, Dendrochilum magnum. Something else I wanted to show you that I had to move down out of the light. It was sitting over there, over there where it gets more light. But this is my Cattleya daffodil, and the inflorescence poked through the sheath finally. But what I just did this morning was I had to take my knife, which I dropped over there. That's the sound you heard. I had to split the sheath. The flower was sort of caught in the sheath, and I remember last year, or the last time that this bloomed for me, that's exactly what happened. I had to free some of the blooms from the sheath by simply making a very superficial cut down from the top to there, making sure that I don't get into the actual pseudobulb, but just the sheath, so that hopefully, you know, the plant will adjust and then the flower will come out more and be more showy, so that the flowers can open fully. They did end up doing that last year. There were a couple sheaths that I had to free. This is just the first one. I'm hoping that one over there develops more into a flower. And there's another new growth that's right there. But anyway, I hope that this pokes out a little bit more and lets the flowers come out so I can show it off, because it's a beautiful thing. It smells so nice, and that's Cattleya daffodil. But anyway, this video is long enough, and if you've enjoyed this video, press the like button. Thanks for watching, people. Enjoy your orchids. Bye.